Hey, what's up everybody, this is Player Dandy, and here we are with our first match with our Zoroark Maxie's deck in Fates Collide Standard. Now let's see, we won the coin flip, and let's hope we get to go first, but nope. And this is played on the Pokemon trading card game online. And as we see here, no basics, so we have to mulligan, which I've been noticing it's been happening a lot lately in my more recent matches, but we run a pretty average basic lineup. But here we go, we hit a non-Yveltal EX. I'd say our perfect starter, since we're going second, we could attack first. Overall our hand isn't looking that great because we hit 2 Puzzle of Times, something we don't really want to see until late game. And especially with this kind of hand, we're going to have to draw with Shaymin-EX. And here we see our opponent ditching a tool retriever with an Ultra Ball. Not something we see every day, but looks like we're playing against a Mega Manectric Garbodor deck, which was quite popular, I'd say, beginning of the season and end of last season, where it basically Mega Manectric could attack so cheaply, doesn't rely on too many abilities, and coupling with Garbodor, which turns off abilities, made it a really strong pick at the time. And we see a Max Elixir, so it's a more recent build. It could potentially charge up this Manectric in single turn, but you see whiffs. And what's our response to this? We'll go ahead and battle Compressor first, and let's see what's in the deck. Typical first discard for this deck is our Maxie's target Gallade and Energy and Maxie's, but it looks like Maxie's is prize, so I think I'm considering. I think I'll just get a Sycamore because we're gonna end up using these puzzle times anyway. I think we'd have to get lucky and hit a VS Secret to preserve them, so I'm not too sure about that. This is one of the tricky parts of this deck, the tricky things of this deck. There's so many decisions to be made that's really tough, but that's what also makes it fun. So here we go, we milled our hand down to 1, so we're going to be drawing 5 here, and let's see what we get. Nothing too interesting. Let's see, do we play a supporter for the turn? I think we should Xerosic and then attack. Who should we power up though? In this matchup, I think Zoroark Break is pretty good because you could copy Mega Manectric's Turbo Bolt and you could swing in for 110 while also powering up another attacker on your bench. And let's see what our opponent has in response to this. He needs to move this Hoopa somehow. And here we see a Jolteon EX, probably one of the strongest Pokemon in the game right now, because of this flash ray attack that could stop basics from dealing damage to it. Now normally this would be a problem in the older dark decks, but since we use Zoroark as our main attacker, it's not really an issue. However, in this build there's usually a what's it called, the water EV evolution. Name escapes me right now, but it has a similar attack in Flash Ray, except it stops evolution Pokemon attacks, so it's kind of tricky to deal with. So here we go, we withstood that attack, which is pretty good. And let's see, can we follow up with anything? So if we evolve here, we're doing 3, 6, 9, 12, 130. I think we'll evolve this one. It gives us more options. It gives us the option of a Zoroark Break next turn. We're not really going to one-shot this right now, so I think I'm just going to Sycamore. When I'm concerned about is Rough Seas. If he plays Rough Seas next turn, then it'll negate the damage we'll tack on with this, and we'll pretty much won't be doing any. We'll be set back a turn in terms of knockout. Looks like we have this Giovanni's for next turn. I think I want to keep this last bench spot open, but there's also the threat of a Garbodor next turn, so I can't really. I feel like I should play around it and don't really worry about Shaymin until later. So I'm gonna bench that Zora, and I guess I think I'll hold the DC. I'm scared of Lysandre Mega Evolution to KO the Zoroark, but if it survives, then we could break evolve and withstand Turbo Bolt, a single Turbo Bolt. And here, Jolteon should be coming online soon. Let's see, what are his battle compressor targets? Probably some energy. He has some decent supporters in there already. And let's see, he chucked just an Ultra Ball, I think. And we see Max Elixir, Evolution, and Sycamore. I know it's a Sycamore. Sycamore via Seeker for Sycamore. Oh wait, I guess he whiffed, which is good news for us. So let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. So Garbodor isn't even online either, which is good news for us. Some more good news. Okay, let's see. That's 130. And then this Giovanni's will make it 150. But I'm trying to think if I should preserve. I think I'll keep this Zoroark Break in the back for now. We'll discard the Hex. And I think I'll get rid of this Yveltal. I want to draw some more cards since I'm going to use this supporter for the turn. So let's see. Yeah, I think we're doing 140, 150 or something. So if I did the math correctly. And yep, 150. So what's our opponent's follow-up to this? An end would obviously be pretty back-breaking, I'd say. Actually, no, we're drawing into 4. That's okay. As we see a single Rough Seas come down. I think we're gonna rush in here, or stand in, sorry, and let's see. We're gonna stand in and foul play and steal Flash Ray. Forcing him into another attacker. I wonder if that works actually. I think that should see, we have a boost up. This Pokemon takes less damage from attack, so, and we see another, he bumps our stadium immediately. And Flash Ray negates it. That's pretty sweet. 3, 6, 9. 3, hold on, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 100. 100. Yeah, I think we could do that. Actually, I think I'll just attach to this one. And then Giovanni's. And Mind Jack. Ooh. I've made that mistake before of mashing and clicking on foul play instead of mind jack before. And against decks like Night March, that doesn't really do you any good at all. And we see our opponent bring up Hoopa, and he rips a Sycamore. So this game is definitely not over yet. But I wonder what his fall will be. And now our abilities are off now. So actually, do we have this? Yeah, I think we do. 3, 6, 9, 12, 130. Yeah. If we have Lysandre in here, which we ditched, we got this. There's no threat. The only other threat would be a red card, but he would have played it already. So we'll see a switch out, and we'll see an overrun. So we just wrap up the game here with a Lysandre. And we see the power of this. Again, I was mentioning that prize exchange that this deck really thrives on. And that's game. Now that was pretty much the first time I fought Mega Manectric Garbodor in a while. So I was actually pretty interested in how that panned out. So good game. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next match.